What's up, YouTube? Bubbles and Ball Cards back with another video. Hope everybody's been having a great weekend. Going to do a little bit more hockey talk. This is going to be week 4. I named the episode Puckin Flip It, so we're going to keep with that. But anyway, a little bit of hockey talk here. I just got done watching the Dallas Stars beat up on the Philadelphia Flyers 5-1. So that was fun to watch. But let's run down the standings real quick. I'm just going to go through the top 3 here in each division. But currently you got New Jersey sitting up top with 24 points, followed by the Islanders. And this is the Eastern Conference Metropolitan Division. Carolina Hurricanes at 19 points, so they're creeping up just behind the Islanders. If we move over to Atlantic, you have Boston pretty comfortably in the lead there with 26 points. Toronto Maple Leafs at second and with 19 points. Florida, Detroit, and Montreal are kind of in a deadlock. They've all played 15 games. They all have 17 points there. So it would be whatever that if the league ended today or the season ended today, would come down to the tiebreaker there. But currently it shows Florida in third. So moving over to the Western Conference, you have Dallas leading in the Central Division with 19 points. But then close behind, you have Colorado and Winnipeg. They both have 17. And keep in mind, those two teams have also only played 13 games. So obviously they could leapfrog Dallas. And again, when I share these, the reason I'm doing it on a weekly thing is because there's going to be a bunch of jumbling around all season long. We're going to see teams move down and back up, and it's pretty fun, and it's awesome when it stays pretty tight. So, Pacific Division, you have Vegas in the lead with 26 points, Los Angeles Kings in second with 21, Seattle would be in third with 18, and then Edmonton also has 18, but they have played one more game than Seattle. So, that's kind of your current division leaders. So, again, these things are going to move around all year long. Fun to watch. Let's go over and look at our rookie scoring. Not too much has changed here. Matthias Maccelli, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but he is currently the points leader for rookies with 10. But 9 of those 10 points have been on assists, so he only has 1 goal. You have Pinto and Beniers tied there behind him with 9 total points. Let's see, Beniers has 5 goals, Pinto has 8 goals, so both of them are your leaders for goal scoring. You do have Wyatt Johnston for the Stars with 4 goals, so there you have it there. Kalen Addison, he's also doing pretty good for Minnesota Wild. He has 8 assists. Looking down here, again, it kind of gives you an overall picture, games played versus points scored. I always try to look at and keep an eye on this because sometimes, like, these guys up here could potentially have more games played than the guys down here and look like more of a gap than it really is. So I always try to keep an eye on, how many games somebody's played versus how many points they have. So, but anyway, there is your rookie point leaders as of right now. Let's go over here and look at the Young Guns 2022-23 Series 1 Upper Deck is out. So just browsing here, I have this sorted by highest price. Overall, what I get the picture of is Matty Beniers, Matt Boldy, Owen Power, and there was somebody else on here that I've seen that was pretty decently priced. There's Owen Power. Now, some of these are clear cuts and stuff too. I do understand that. But it kind of gives me an idea of where folks are pricing things. This Marco Rossi guy for Minnesota as well. Sorry about my voice being a little scratchy today. I don't know what's going on. Weather's changing. But that seems to be the 4 that people are keeping an eye on. Marco Rossi, Matty Beniers, Owen Power, and then of course Matt Boldy. So these are kind of cool too, just to note. I like how, so in last year's 21-22 or 2021-22, they had the canvas blacks that were a shorter print than the like eggplant magenta color or whatever, kind of like this. They were a shorter print, and those were cool, but it was like so faint of a distinction with the black on it there. If somebody didn't really know the difference, it wasn't really separating itself. So it's kind of cool this year they did this black and white. I also seen it said that there's going to be very limited canvas on-card autos. I don't know what the checklist is for that, but that's pretty cool. So anyway, pretty excited for this product being out. We have not ripped any yet, unfortunately, because it is something we always enjoy ripping. Hopefully soon we can do so and maybe have a little bit of luck with it. But there is where listed prices are. I'll go over here to completed listings, show y'all some that have sold. So here's what's actually sold. So you can see nothing over the grand mark yet. I'm sure things will start settling down as time moves on and more product is out on the in the open market. But always love the clear cuts, so definitely have to keep an eye on these. The Kraken with Matty Beniers there, but gives you an idea of where things are currently selling. All right, here's something else I wanted to look at and just kind of share with everybody. I thought this would be fun. The last 3 seasons, kind of like, I guess basically gauging, since I myself, or I've always talked about this channel is not going to appeal to like long-term hockey fans, maybe because I am new to being a hockey fan. I'm new to hockey collecting, so I'm learning the sport still, learning the cards, all of that stuff. I'm going to be honest, my collecting aspect of it, or product knowledge, basically goes into Upper Deck itself. I know I've opened a little bit of SP Authentic. I know Future Watches are good. I know they have the game dated, like inscribed ones. There's retro ones. There's the RPA ones. I love the Metal Universe Hockey. I have PMGs of those. I've even bought some of the older ones. We have a Jambalaya that the Mist has pulled. But I don't know all about all of the products. O-Pee-Chee Platinum, I don't have a lot of experience with it. We've opened a little bit. Looks like a great product. So if you're a long-time hockey collector, you're probably thinking, this guy is nuts. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. And I apologize. I do admit, though, I'm not here to be a hockey professional. I am here to just share the fun I have within collecting hockey cards in a new fan, new collector fashion that maybe can resonate to others if they're interested in the sport, or maybe wanting to learn a little bit. And so I'm trying to share it on a very, I guess, compressed down, dumbed down version, because I myself don't know everything. So I just want to be clear on that. But I did hear the last 3 seasons, because that's kind of how long I've been into the sport. And it's no secret, McDavid and Draisaitl, those two are animals, but to me, they're almost like Mike Trout of hockey. Great statistics, but nothing to show for. And you would think with 2 guys of this talent on the same team that they would be a pretty dominant team. They did have a playoff run last year, but it came up short. So will these guys ever, will they ever win the Stanley Cup? Who knows? But statistically, they're pretty dominant, One thing that always gets me is that Draisaitl actually goal-wise is higher than McDavid, but McDavid gets way more credit. You have to understand that some of these assists wouldn't happen if Draisaitl wasn't a goal scorer, and vice versa. If McDavid wasn't setting Draisaitl up, he may not have some of those goal chances either. But then you look at Austin Matthews, and he's on another level with goal scoring. 108 goals in the last 3 seasons, pretty incredible. He has 187 overall total points because he only has 79 assists. Another guy here, Kirill Kaprizov, he kind of took NHL by storm. Rookie, comes in, starts dominating. But if you notice here, he was born in 97, so he's actually the same age as Connor McDavid. So when you compare in that nature, he's done good. He's played 150. Connor McDavid's played 152. But overall, McDavid has almost 100 more points. So that kind of, looking at this list, kind of tells you, all right, Kaprizov is a pretty damn good player. But when you look at the overall picture of things, McDavid is kind of way ahead of him. And a lot of it could be just attributed to Draisaitl being on his team. Who knows? If you separated them two, would they both still be as dominant as they are? My guess and my gut, and again, I'm a new fan to the hockey, the sport and everything, but my guess would be they would still be good, but they wouldn't be as dominant because they are teammates. So just something to keep in mind there. I actually pulled this up because I was really, really curious. So the dude I really enjoy is Jason Robertson. And over the last 3 seasons, he's played in 139 games. He scored 6, and he had a goal today. But he has 67 goals, this says, and 78 assists. I don't know that this is updated for today's numbers. But he has 145 total points. The interesting thing here is he was born in 99. And if you look here, he is the youngest member in this top 27 of this list. So that's pretty cool, and shows me that he has a future ahead of him that is going to be very, very bright. Some of these names that he's above here are pretty good names as well. Adam Fox is another one. That's really interesting there. Born in 98 with 138 goals, and he's a defenseman. That's pretty cool. So he's a young defensive player that is up here on this list. There's also Cale Makar, young defensive player with 146 points, right above Jason Robertson. So as a defensive player, it doesn't get much better than that. So, but anyway, just thought this was fun to look at. It would be curious to see these two on separate teams for a season to see if their numbers increased, decreased, stayed the same. But overall, what do you guys think? Does the McDavid-Draisaitl combo ever win the Stanley Cup, or do they essentially just become the Trout-Ohtani combo of the NHL? Great stats, great players, but nothing to show for. So that's all I got for you guys today. I really enjoy these hockey segments. I hope you guys do too. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, please stay safe, stay healthy, and until the next video, I'm out.